Welcome, everyone. You have now entered the cosmic radio receptors of KCIW 100.7 FM, located just a few miles north of the California border in lovely, warm coastal Brookings, Oregon. Thank you for tuning into this week's interesting program. And I'm Dr. Gigi, and my co-host is, as always, Jacques Kepner. How are you today, Jacques?
I'm doing fine. We have two good friends in the studio with us, which we will get to in a few minutes. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Doc and Jacques Radio Variety Show. Special thanks to today's sound engineer and all-around happy guy, Tony Stoddard, and Tom Bozak for his stage overview and post-production, post-show production. And a few people are gone today. We don't have Michael Gores hanging out today, or
Simon.
Ray Simon, yeah. Ray Simon is in Italy.
Treno per Napoli parte Pinaro 5.
Oh, my God, you speak Italian also, besides you're fluent in German. Okay, and Linda Simon, you're out there listening, so thank you for doing what you do. You are hearing this live syndicated show right now in KCIW in Brookings, Oregon. That said, this same syndicated show will be rebroadcast on exactly 1 week from now on our southern neighbors, KZZH 96.7 FM in, where?
The Eureka,
Humboldt area. Yeah. Hello to all our listeners down there. And then a few hours later at KFUG 101.1 FM in coastal Crescent City, California. So now you know, Dr. Gigi and I have you covered.
Take note, everyone. Friday, July 24th, which happens to be Pioneer Day in Utah, a holiday, at 2 p.m., Crissy Field Visitor Center is the place to be. There will be a lecture given by two very astute and well-versed men, John Zimmerman.
Hey, John.
Oh, John. Yo, Zim. And Richard Hoff.
Hey, Richard, what's up?
They are on the board of directors for the St. George Reef Lighthouse Preservation Society. They couldn't come up with a shorter name, apparently. But the free lecture will talk about the Cape Blanco, St. George, and Battery Point lighthouses.
Amen. Cool. That's cool. Tonight, although it's not going to affect too many people, but tonight at 6 o'clock at the fairgrounds in Crescent City at the Del Norte Fairgrounds, there is an open potluck at 6 o'clock. And then they will be introducing people to fuchsias and the flowers that grow in our greater region. So if you've got a dish that you make from flour, you should go down. Yeah, you could go down. It's free admission. It's a great lecture. It'll be a good time by all. And our friend Mark at the thrift store told me all about that yesterday. Folks, KCIW 100.7 is a nonprofit 501c3 community radio station that is 100% volunteer. And guess who they are?
Who?
You and I.
Oh.
Or is it you and me?
It's you and... It's just you and I.
Just you and I. Okay. That said, this radio station exists solely on charitable contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Please consider donating any amount of money that you may deem worthy of such a worthy community voice by going to kciw.org and find out more. Thank you all very much. Okay. It's that time when good medicine and health tips are colorfully presented by my German-American multi-patent holding medical doctor, scientist, university professor, syndicated broadcaster, and newspaper columnist Dr. Gigi Reed, as she talks up medicine that matters most to you. So, with that said, Doctor, what medical marvels do you have for us today on this segment of MDGG?
Today, we thought we will talk about hospice.
Hospice. I love hospice. I do
care.
That's cool.
Hospice care plays a quiet but essential role in helping patients and families navigate through one's life's most difficult transitions.
The transition stage, all right.
As a co-medical director, I personally have the privilege of working with a model of care centered on comfort, dignity, symptom relief, support for both patients and those who care for them. Hospice is designed for individuals with a terminal illness and an expected life expectancy of about 6 months or less.
6 months or less, but the average here in this area is only a week, basically, right? The median?
Well, the average or the median?
Right, the average or the median.
It's the median, right? Yes, people go to hospice. They're supposed to be going, or they can go when they only have 6 months or less. And when they actually go around our times here, it's only the mean of 5 days, but usually it's months. We have people there for 2 years already.
Wow.
So the 6 months is not a strict deadline, but a clinical guideline that then allows the care to begin when it's not 5
Now, do
days.
the majority of your hospice patients that you serve, from your experience, doctor, do the majority of them suffer from some form of dementia or Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. So yes, we have, I don't know if it's the majority, could be COPD or heart disease of some sort. It is a lot. It seems like it is a lot of
Right.
people with dementia. Alzheimer's has an easier way of actually categorizing when they are eligible, when they have a diagnosis of Alzheimer's, and then we have to find out, do they qualify for it? So for Alzheimer's disease, there are good, nice guidelines. For other dementia, not so much. However, we don't just, serve people with Alzheimer's. It's overall for pain management, symptom management, nursing oversight, medication oversight, very importantly, emotional and spiritual care, and practical assistance for caregivers who are often under significant strain, having or wanting to care for these people.
Right. And there's so much grief involved, right?
Yeah, hospice does not end with the passing of the patient, but includes grief counseling before and after the passing.
Wow, I agree. I don't know what I would have done had I not had that grieving support classes that I attended everywhere I traveled. After losing several great people in my life, I just traveled. I guess that was my way of venting my grief, and everywhere I'd go, I'd find out if they had grief counseling and support, which most hospice does. And if it weren't for those people, man, it was so very, very helpful those first couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah. So when somebody becomes a hospice patient, it's not if you have Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's disease, yet they have the guidelines. But all the other diagnoses that would qualify you follow actually different paths. Cancer often involves a period of, once they're in hospice or once they're at the later part of the cancer involvement, it usually involves a period of relative stability and then more or less a predictable decline in the final months. All of a sudden, the body cannot handle it anymore. Organ failure, such as heart disease or COPD, tends to be way more variable with cycles of crisis and then partial recovery. But over time, each episode then leaves the patient weaker than before.
Right.
And frailty and or dementia usually progresses very slowly. And those are usually the people that we have for 1-2 years, as long as they, so to speak, go downhill. So if they're getting more frail, if they can't eat anymore, if they can't walk anymore, or if they lose weight, any of those downhill things that they get, if they still get worse every certification period, then they stay eligible for hospice.
Yeah, this is off the cuff, but if you have somebody on hospice or somebody that's just shutting down, they're not wanting to eat anymore, should you force feed them? What's your feelings?
Right. No, you shouldn't. Especially at the very last.
But isn't that our makeup?
That's our makeup.
Give them April's apple pie.
Yeah, eat food so you'll feel better. No, because the body is shutting down. The body knows when not to eat anymore. And so because when people eat and they don't need to eat anymore, the body doesn't want to eat anymore, you have this big belly, you're constipated, you can't actually poop anymore because it's shutting down. So people are miserable that way. Once they're hungry, once they're thirsty, they'll let you know.
Yeah, right. If they are not too far out there.
Right. Well, if they're too far out there, then the body is ready to not be there at all anymore.
In a way, isn't it kind of a blessing that for those of us on this mortal plane just to drop in the middle of the night, or so you don't avoid these things? Because
yeah, but that doesn't happen. I mean, that's what people want to do, me included, wake up and be dead, right? I mean, that's a better way to...
Wake up and be dead.
My dad always said that.
Oh, really?
I want to wake up and be dead.
I'm the joke teller here. How did you get that many people laughing with your... Just wake up and you're dead. Okay, I'll remember. By the way, healthy people can grow up to 6 or 7 feet, doctor, as we know.
Wow.
But most people are just born with just 2. All right. What else you got for us?
So the hospice diagnosis, once you're in hospice, once you decide to get on hospice, it's really not what can be done to prolong the life. It's what matters most. What do we want to do for the patient, or what does the patient want? Do they want to have a day or 2 or 3 longer on any cost, or do they want to have a comfortable life that is left? And so it's often the people who are on hospice, unless they're on dementia, they choose. That's something that you at some point you give up, saying, okay, the disease got me, now I'm ready to pass in with dignity and without pain, as much as we can do that, and people surrounding me helping.
Right. Speaking of not eating, I've decided that I'm not fat. I'm just really easy to see. And after a month of dieting, I've lost 30 days.
Okay. Back to hospice.
Yeah.
So hospice, when we did a little bit of research, we found out some modern hospice. That has been always
what is
hospice.
the history? Yeah.
But the modern hospice was kind of invented in the 1960s, I think 1963, which is not very old, because it's kind of when I was born. In the U.S. history, it was not part for Medicare till 1980. So it's not very old at all. And although the structure has evolved, the core principles remain unchanged. When cure is no longer possible, care continues.
Yes, and most of the hospice that I know of are nonprofit entities, right? And their DME, we found out from Mona Chandler, the durable medical equipment you could get from them is not profit. Again, reverting back to my weight, I do not skinny dip. I rather chunky dunk. I'm on so many diets right now, Doc, because I can't get enough food on just one. All right, are we going to close this out pretty soon?
Oh, that's funny.
You finally get it. I've been telling you that for 1 year.
Yeah. I want to highlight that the hospice is right here in this rural area.
Coastal health.
Well, there's 2 hospices around there, so I wasn't going to highlight any of them.
Oh.
But we have to realize here what large areas we cover. So we go up to our hospice. It's the only one I can speak for. It goes up to Port Orford and down to Klamath, and I hope I didn't miss anything.
It goes a little bit Langlois. It's actually very...
Is it Langlois?
Yeah, which is
so
just north of...
If we're thinking about it, so those nurses travel, they admit, they go and see him, I don't know, once a week, twice a week. It's just amazing. I mean, all this time traveling to give the care that is needed.
Right. Well, that is fabulous. They do carry your stuff with dignity, integrity, and dedication. That's for sure. And the people that I know, I've been to multiple of your gatherings, are just good people, generally good people that work with hospice. They're very compassionate people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just read an interesting book titled Running to the Outhouse. It's by Willie Make It and illustrated by Betty Won't. Okay. I'm getting some good ones here. Okay, it's time for a new feature on this syndicated radio show.
Yep, for sure. Every 4 weeks or so, Jacques and I will host several guests that have unusual or unique occupations. We will spend about 5 minutes or so asking questions about their professions in a puzzle-like manner, puzzle-esque. It will be interesting to finally guess what the guest's profession is.
That's right. And you can compare this radio show. This came up because we saw a clip of an old TV show called What's My Line? And so we will start with Les. Les, we want you to answer the following questions with either a yes, no, or sometimes. If you're not sure how to answer, just whisper really low. Ask us.
Not really.
Not really.
I can hear that.
Because you have a very unique, you have spent your life in a very unique profession, many, many years. And you are... Oh, yeah. Okay. Gigi, now are you starting it off or am I starting it? Okay, I started off. Les, Is your profession one of manual labor versus or sitting in an office?
No, you have to say versus. You can't say or. You say versus. Is it manual labor versus sitting in an office, for example?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It sounded like it could have been sometimes, right? It could have been sometimes, right?
Does your profession involve customers?
Yes.
Whoa, he's being dramatic here.
Now, do these customers come to you or versus you going to see these customers? So do these customers come to you usually?
Both.
Okay.
Okay. Do you work on the customers themselves?
No.
Okay. Is it relatively a new or is it a modern profession? New or wait, is it?
Is it relatively new?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's an ancient one.
I have to teach you how to do that.
Does it use any special tools or equipment?
Yes.
Oh, we're getting warm now.
Has your job been replaced by AI so far?
No.
Wait, where was that question?
Is it highly
Oh,
specialized?
And he said,
Yes.
okay, that's the first time we're doing this, folks, so put up with this. All right. When you say, Les, that you have customers, but you don't actually work on them, does this mean that you work on where or how they live? Or where they live?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Does it have anything to do with medicine and health?
No.
Okay. If you are not involved in any form of medicine or health, can I assume that you work on how people live and where they live?
Yes.
All right. We're getting there.
So are you involved in housing?
Good question.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're narrowing it down. This is getting good. Do you mainly use wood in your work?
No.
Wait, what other materials would there?
I skipped out of there.
What are there? Does
Are you
every
involved in-
home have what you do? Does every home have that? Whatever
No.
you do. Okay.
A select amount, but it has something to do with housing, right? In homes and offices.
Yes.
Okay. Are there certain rooms that usually showcase your work?
Yes.
Okay. What are they? Do you think?
Could your work be used usually in the bathroom or kitchen?
Yes.
Oh, really? I was going to say the living room or backyard. Can it be there too, or?
Yes.
Oh man, now we're back to shoot. Okay, but I'm going to go with he answered yours right away. The bathroom or kitchen. Okay, we're going to say that's usually. So, folks, what do you think Les does? We're at the end of our thing. His work is specialty. He is an old world craftsman, and his work is mainly found in the kitchen. Hey, are you an electrician?
No.
Darn it.
Yes, so stupid.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I got another one. How bath in the kitchen. How about this? Easy. I know what he is. He's a plumber. Are you a plumber?
No.
Oh, Tony, any guesses from you there? Okay.
Okay,
Gigi
do you
asked
lay tiles and are you a tiler?
Yes.
Oh, but we ain't been a tiler. I would have never. I was not thinking that.
Les Odom is a master tiler.
Wow.
And
Well,
we'll hear some interesting stories in a minute.
okay, and who else is here?
His wife, Rochelle is
My.
retired and also has a fascinating job, but we'll just tell you about this one.
What was it, Gigi? Tell us about her.
Rochelle was a court reporter who was proficient in the use of a
Typewriter.
stenograph.
Oh,
Hey, a
I'm
stenograph.
in trouble.
Both of our guests have super cool, fun stories to tell. But before we get there, let's go to the backstories.
Okay.
Let's start ladies first, right?
Yeah.
So, Rochelle, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Pomona, Los Angeles County, and I was raised there until I was about 11. Moved to Pomona, Claremont, and then I left there and went up to San Luis Obispo County when I was 12.
And that's where you stayed for a while, right?
Yes, for high school and
Fun. And Les, where were you born and raised?
Buckeye. I know now.
I was born in Buckeye, Arizona, right? Because when we landed there was the war. So we were stuck there. And then when the war was over, we moved to California, Ivanhoe, California.
Ivanhoe?
Ivanhoe, California, out of Modesto.
Okay.
Interesting.
But we moved to the coast, San Luis Obispo County, when I was about 8. And that's where we stayed the most of the time. And
So when did you guys meet? They're a married couple for anybody who
Not what any dates. We're not giving any dates.
No, but what?
How?
Oh yeah, like high school
Yes,
or
high school.
kindergarten.
Where? In Pomona? No, not in Pomona.
No, in Arroyo Grande was the high school, San Luis Obispo County.
Cool. Cool. All right.
And where? So you did live there, but we know you have traveled in a lot of places. Do you want to just highlight a couple of traveling areas?
Yeah. You guys are the world travelers.
Well, we've been to most of Europe
Mm-hmm.
and England and Ireland and Thailand and Hong Kong and a day in China and Greece and Turkey and Greek islands and
Add to it.
Spain and Portugal.
I thought
and-
you went up the Himalayas or something.
yes, I did that. He wasn't with me, but I did a hiking up in the Himalayas, but that was years later
Okay.
when I was like 47 or something.
And then, Les, you spent some time in Germany, right?
yes, I was drafted.
Okay.
So instead of going to the war, I went to Europe.
In the Iraqi War,
No,
No.
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War.
I'm old.
And you went. How long did you spend in Germany?
About 2 years.
Wow. You were there too,
I was there for about a year.
right? And that's when you. How cool. Now, did he have eyes for you, and you had eyes for him in high school? Is that just like
Yes.
You kind of knew right away you liked
Yes,
each
we
other.
went together for a long time, and we moved to different areas. I moved to San Francisco, and he moved to Sacramento, and I moved to Orange County, Balboa Island, and he was drafted, and so he spent about a year in Germany before.
You still have your old correspondent letters and things like that?
Some of them, yes.
Yeah. Wow. And I know.
What is your favorite
Yeah.
place from all those
traveling.
places?
How about the United
traveled?
States? Let's break it up for him. How about the United States? In the United States, what is your favorite place you've visited?
My favorite place in the United States was San Francisco.
And now it's kind of where you live in the Smith River area,
I love where I am now.
Yeah.
Yes, in Smith River, I love it.
right? How about you, Les?
Yeah,
You,
Wait.
about the same, but
Oh.
we just really love it here.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's due to a lot of the traveling that we have done in places all over the world. And when you get here, you realize this is it.
No
Right. It's a
place
beautiful
like home,
coastal,
right?
coastal area.
Yeah.
And
beautiful.
I know you've been influenced heavily by your travels, but I would say you live in a red roofed, beautiful home. It's Spanish, Alhambra, and Moroccan influence with a lot of things from Morocco. So did you travel to those areas?
Yes, we went to Spain and Portugal and Morocco.
So Morocco, you have, what do they call it? The
the onion.
Moorish arches, yeah.
Royal Arches?
Moorish.
Moorish
Moorish.
arches above their doors and everywhere. It's
Yes.
really kind of cool. Okay. Rochelle, how did you get into court reporting and using that weird typewriter that reporters use? It's called a what? Stenograph?
Yes, stenograph.
And how did you get into that? What?
Well, my mother had mentioned it to me, and so after I got back home from Germany, I checked into it, went to a night school there in San Bernardino for 9 months, and then we moved to Pomona, where I was born, and then I would travel into Los Angeles every day,
Which was how long of a commute?
probably 45 minutes with the traffic. you
Yeah.
know,
Now
but
it's 3 hours and 70.
So you traveled to learn it or to actually?
I traveled to go to Brian's court reporting school in Los Angeles, and still lived in Pomona. So I went there for 9 months, and so I went to night school for 9 months, and then full-time school for 9 months.
So how long
And
did that take? Now, 9 months to learn how to use that machine?
Well,
or-
that's so that I could do 200 words a minute. That's how long it took for me to pass the state exam. It's called the CSR.
So you would take notes on the stenograph, during depositions, trials, anything
Yes.
legal?
Yes,
Right.
depositions or trials, and then I did open my own agency. Had a court reporting agency in San Luis Obispo called San Luis Reporting for about 20 years.
Wow, how cool
Whoa.
is that?
No, we came to your house and we asked, we all know stenograph and steno, like the writing, you put squiggly and whatnot. But the typewriter or the stenograph machine that you have looks only from the outside a little bit like a typewriter. It only has how many thingies, how many tape thingies that you push down?
It has, I couldn't tell you just the number of keys, but it has,
Keys.
by using a combination of letters,
Right.
you have the full alphabet on each side.
But see, that's the weird thing.
And
It
then
is-
down below you have what you use with your thumbs is the vowels.
Yeah, so it is not just a typewriter. That's what I was going to hide. It has these keys, but
How many?
you
keys
actually
has just like a dozen keys, maybe.
No,
at the most?
more like, I would say 22 or so.
yeah.
There's actual 22 buttons. You're actually
Probably
touching-
so, considering on this side and that side. I just
So,
didn't count them.
and then
It's
you
just 4 down here below.
And then you put by combination of two keys. That's how you make
A
the letter,
different letter, yes.
which is weird, right? And then the
Right.
vowels with others. And so there's no squiggly, but you have to learn how many. It's just amazing that can even be taught, right? It's not like
You could figure it out,
typewriter.
Doctor. You figured out.
Sure, I'm sure she would. Yes, but it does take time, and it takes a while to get through it.
I think it
and
looks-
then, of course, they teach advanced English and legal and medical terminology,
Yeah.
and that's another part of the course.
I thought when I first saw you still have the stenograph,
Yes.
right? And when I first saw it, I said, "Oh, she ordered that from Temu." This is tiny. It's this little tiny thing that doesn't compare to, let's say, a great big IBM super heavy big.
Oh no, it's not
typewriter.
like that. It's just you
Super
carry it around
small.
with you, and
Yeah.
it's not very heavy.
And a
So is stenographer court reporting taken over by AI?
I would imagine. I haven't checked in. I haven't been reporting for 20 years about.
it just records everything like your medical stuff. It just
Right.
records all the sounds, right?
Right.
I would think that it would be something that would definitely be taken over by that.
Yeah.
Okay. How about any sad or scary or funny stories that happened to you in your days?
Well, one funny thing that happened a long time ago was the president of the Hells Angels from Los Angeles came in to testify.
Sonny Baker or Barker?
I don't remember his name. It was a long time ago. So he was on the stand and he was asked the question. Now, if a person were to wear a Hells Angel jacket, what would happen to them? He says, "You don't want to know."
If someone that's not a Hell's Angel wore the Hell's Angel jacket, I'm selling mine now. I've been walking to the studio with mine. Tony grabbed it and started wearing it in the back. It's kind of weird.
And then that was in San Luis Obispo County. And one of the things that happened up here that was not funny by any means, but was in court with the public defender was representing someone from the prison. And we just went on a recess, and so some people were walking out, and I turned away. And he took his knife and he stabbed the public defender, his attorney, stabbed him right to the heart. But
My God.
he had a metal, an iron piece of a pin,
A flask.
a pin. So he had actually a pin, ink pen that happened to be out, and that's what the knife hit.
Deflected.
Wow. Where did you get a knife from? I mean, you were
Well,
in
this
the
is
court.
days before
Made
the
up,
Yeah.
just a made
This
up
was,
pick, like they
this
make
was,
Oh my
and it
goodness.
he was told to do it by the gang that he belonged to.
Oh my God.
Wow. Any hobbies that you're following these days?
I love to shop.
Do you shop Temu?
Yes, I love
shop Temu
Temu,
and
and I
Amazon.
love thrift shops. And
Yeah,
so
we're all in the,
that's kind of been a
all in
hobby.
the same
and
boat.
I love decorating.
Oh, and
So-
you can decorate. Boy, I'll tell you, that's wonderful. Listen, we have to stop right now because time flies when we're having fun. It's already that mid-break time here on the Doc and Jacques Show, probably broadcasting from KCIW 100.7 FM in lovely coastal Brookings, Oregon. The list of major sponsors for your community radio station are Advanced Airline, who fly in and out of nearby Crescent City to Oakland and Los Angeles 7 days a week. Michelle Ramos, a big hello to you, and our own vibrant local Curry County Chamber of Commerce. Nick and Lisa Rail and their PPA, or their Partnership for the Performing Arts. Thank you for your support. Then there's Coastal Home, Health, and Hospice, which serves Northern California and Southern Oregon, and this exemplary, emotional, and helpful nonprofit organization is here to help all of us as we grow older and transition from one house to another, as we just found out from Dr. Gigi's dissertation at the beginning. Thanks, Coastal Home, Health, and Hospice. And lastly, my dear co-host, Dr. Gigi Reed, and yours truly, on behalf of all KCIW, thanks to all of you. All right, back to the questions. I have it right now for Les. We have.
Yeah, we're going to go to Les
Yeah,
before we go back. Les, what got you into tiling now that you're a master tiler?
Well, I got into tiling for a job when I got out of high school. I went to
Yes.
work.
Well, did you just say, I want to do tiling, or did
No,
you
no.
say tiling would be
No,
something
you're just a
fun?
helper. You're just a grunt. That's it.
So you just looked for anything and that happened to come
Well,
along?
it was her father. I was going with her at the time.
Oh,
So they were
father-in-law.
getting ready, him and his partner were getting ready. They didn't have a helper.
Okay.
Things were growing, so they needed a helper. So I jumped in and went to work.
What was his name? Your father-in-law.
Oh, Dale Lowry.
Hey, Dale, call out to you up there somewhere in a tiled mausoleum, maybe. Who knows? Palace.
So you were a worker or a worker boy, whatever that was called.
Worker boy.
You're basically a
Helper
grunt.
boy.
A grunt. There's
You do anything they want you to do, and
Yeah.
you do it in a hurry.
And so you learned everything on the job, right?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't go to tiling school and learning how to cut
No,
a tile.
there's
You did
no-
it all by hopefully being shown and not trial and error. Like Jacques wanted to put
Right.
up lights today, and he learned 50 ways of how not to do it.
Yeah. And
And
if
it's
you do not return my hammer and the right size screws, by the way, we want to talk to Les about getting some really those long screws that you brought up back are fantastic. She ran through all of them. All right. What is the most important skill that one needs in your tiling profession? Is it just what's your summation of what do you?
Okay, he always wants to know if math is involved.
No, actually, things are really basic and patience.
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 Patient Tyler.
It depends on what stage you're in. When I got into, I wanted to do the higher end, which means that you got to figure out what you're going to do. You got to know where you're going to end before you start. So that means you've got to visualize everything that's there and figure it all out. And you got to have a lot of patience to do that.
Now, do people come to you and say, I want this tiled? Or do they say, I want this tile and that tile, and then I want this? Or how much leeway do you have as a proficient high-end tiler?
Well, yeah, that happens. Generally, and that's the reason I started my own business, and the reason I got into what I did is because I wanted to give the people what they wanted. So that means that you talk with the people and find out what's important to them. And then you let them know what it's going to take. Whether it's going to take more money or time or whatever, and you find out.
And so these are not little tiny 1-inch tiles that everybody thinks you could just slap up on your own bathroom wall. You have dealt with those little tiny ones, and then there's the custom-made ones. And then what's like the largest tile that you put into a home? I mean, are there like
Well, the largest
one by
tile
one?
lately has been a 24 by 48.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's big. So it has to be perfectly flat. Otherwise, it's something that big could crack, right?
Well, yeah, you have to prepare.
You make it the flat surface, right?
You have to prepare everything. Most everything really is prep in anything that you do.
How can you check a level on a wet slab with all the wet
Well, you
cement?
do it before it becomes
Oh,
wet.
darn it. That one.
Now, you did for us, actually, you did a step into the kitchen, and it was big tiles. And we said, yeah, those tiles are good. But no, it didn't end there. It's like, yeah, but you want to have them this way or that way? Yeah, I thought, doesn't matter, does it? But then you educated me saying, no, look at this swirl here. And if you put this tile there, it looks like it's continuous. And so it's like one picture. I never realized that that was even an option, or that. So now, if I see tile things, I always want to see, hey, is that because you have to work hard on actually making it look good, and it looks great. It looks like the tiles were done the way, so they go from one tile to another, so it makes a picture. It's awesome.
Well, that's as things have went over the years. That's what's happened. They've duplicated rocks, just about anything. You can get about anything. You can go to companies now, take a picture of anything and send it to companies, and they will actually duplicate it.
Right.
So, but that's the thing. A lot of people aren't educated as to what can be done.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
and even with that, a lot of times, to make it happen really quick, guys just take whatever they get and throw it in there.
So is tiling going in or out of style, or does it? Or is it always going to be there? Is it more functional? Is it high end? Which that's where your world is, right? On your work.
I
your
don't think
house.
we will lose that simply because there's always going to be people that want something that nobody else has.
Yeah.
And if you can find somebody that's willing to put it together like they want it, then it becomes an art.
Right.
And that is why I really got into the higher dollar stuff too, is because people gave me the option of doing whatever I could do with it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's amazing.
And it wasn't that way for many, many years. It's get in there, get it done, get out.
But
It's a
isn't
functional thing.
Isn't it still dependent a lot on the tile itself? And is there more tile produced today than there used to be?
Oh, absolutely.
I've seen some of the tile around your door at the house, Rochelle. It's just like it's gold with mirror in it and fancy filigree. And it's just like, wow, that's a tile?
That was from Spain.
That's from Spain. So you would buy these while you were traveling years ago?
Yes.
Put
Well,
them in
we-
your carry-on?
We wanted this stuff from
Really?
Spain, but you couldn't get it here. Spain would not.
Really?
They would know. They use almost everything that they have. They're manufacturing everything in Spain. So we had to go over there, pick it out, and have it shipped.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So they
very
did ship
unusual.
it. Mhm.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did ship
that's
it.
very unusual. But
So in big crates, and you'd ship it. I mean, tile is heavy, right? It's intrinsically heavy. It's made. How are tiles made? Are they quarried? Are they made from ceramic? Are they made from what is the
they're made basically from clays.
from clays?
Yeah, it's the ceramic. And then the porcelain that you see more of it now is just like your toilets. It's fired to a higher degree. Most tiles are fired at around 20,000 degrees.
Wow.
And the porcelain is even higher. So that with the porcelain, the nice thing about that is it's almost non-porous.
Wow.
So in showers and all that, which is mostly used now, once you've got it in there and whatever, there's no penetration much of water. So it doesn't get behind it and so on and so forth. So
Now, I know that you also do outdoor tiling. You have it in your house, and you did it for some people that we know, outdoor tiling. What is different from the outdoor?
like pavers and things like that, people's backyards?
Yeah, or somebody had it in the front, like a round mural type thing made out of tiles. What is the difference?
well, you can put ceramic tiles, you can put outside or inside.
Uh-huh.
But there's a difference in you live in an area like us with a lot of water.
Yeah.
If you put ceramic tile, the bisque is softer. It's not fired as high, and it's softer.
It'll eventually break down?
It'll break down. So once moisture gets behind it into the bisque, it's like a biscuit. The water gets in there and swells like a sponge.
Yeah.
And what it does then is expands and breaks off the ceramic that's been fired on the surface.
Wow.
And I have some of that at my house. I'll show you sometime.
Yeah. I also, another thing about your amazing house in Smith River is your roof. Those are tiles too, right? Red roof?
They're all fired, yeah. That's all ceramic. It's all fired. And they're a full half-inch thick, so they're designed to be outside.
Only good, expensive houses now have
Well, is that the European? Is that what we have in Europe, like Swansvaya, right?
Yeah,
We
right.
have
They're
all those
main
tiles.
tiles. And
They
they're-
last for how long? 30 years, I thought only, but that's how much the
Well,
paper.
the tile itself is supposedly good, but warranted for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, they'll break. If you drop something on them,
Yeah.
it's like anything, they will break and so forth. But, yeah, they're a lifetime, basically, kind of material.
Wow.
So, Liz, we didn't say how old you were, but you are retired. So, what do you do since you've been retired?
He's working with us. Yeah, we got him out of retirement.
Enjoying life.
There you go.
Doing whatever comes up for fun.
Which
and
happens, you're
making sure my wife has fun. And that's
No,
my
the
biggest
answer-
responsibility right there.
the answer that I expected is tiling. You still tile. You
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love still going out and helping.
You're
and,
always busy. You're always working.
Yeah,
And
Mike works with me. If he gets a job, well, I love to go out there and work with him and help him.
yeah.
Big shout out to Mike Monday
Yeah.
for everybody. He's another. He's the handyman, does it all, but he also works beside you. And so, what are some of the biggest jobs you have personally done? Have been big monster houses in this area? How about just this, our California and Oregon border area?
Well, in this area, probably my own house is probably the most
Well, that's
elaborate.
elaborate, right? Almost over the. It is over the top. It's amazing from the
I've done
outdoor.
quite a few here. You have quite a few $1 million homes in the area,
Right,
and
multi.
yeah, I've had to work in a lot of them, doing even repairs,
oh, yeah.
a lot of repairs on things, but and a lot of them on the mountains. I did a lot of work on the mountains.
The
up
big
there.
homes up there, and then the bathroom. Have you ever tiled a toilet? Have you ever put it?
I've never tiled a toilet, but I have tiled a tub.
Yeah, inside
The
of it.
yeah, like
old-fashioned
your own.
tubs?
Like yours.
No.
In the
no.
house? It's
I'm
not-
talking about an old-fashioned
Oh.
cast iron tub with glaze,
Well,
because people wanted that design,
Yeah.
and I did that once. I didn't make any money. And it was all mosaic,
Wow.
and you had to because of the concave
yeah.
curves, you had to actually use the mosaic and make designs in there that were things that fit together,
Yeah.
and I had to use epoxy
Oh.
to actually bond it on there.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a one-time project, and I did it because I wanted to do it, because the guy couldn't afford me, but I wanted to, and it worked. I've never done another one.
your work is absolutely amazing. Those of us and friends of you know how incredible your house is. From the time you see your gate out there, to what are they called again? Those kind of the top-
Moorish.
Moorish.
Moorish arches.
The Morris arches on all your doors and windows, and
Now-
all around them all the time.
Now, Rochelle is actually done doing court reporting for some years. You have another big hobby other than shopping from Temu.
And Amazon.
I'm the Amazon queen.
Oh, or
You
lots of
dance. You go dancing, and poor Les has to go too.
Well, I know somebody that dances with you almost as much as I do. And that's Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle.
Rochelle and
And
her.
that's how you, Jacques and Rochelle actually got to know each other, because you had the
She's the one, folks that are listening, that always wears a big flowing, not big because you're perfect.
she's tiny. No,
Yeah.
the, like flowing dresses
Right,
and the
perfect. Just nice, yeah, and a big hat, floppy hats, purple, a lot of purples, and
Yes, we met at the concert there in the park.
oh yeah,
Azalea.
Azalea Park. We're waiting for that, right? Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Next week is our time at the Great American Music Festival, and where is it?
Azalea Park in
Can't
Brookhaven.
wait for that. And Les is up there dancing nonstop himself.
No, I don't think
He's the
so.
only guy I know that brings a full reclining bed, and he parks it with his pillows underneath the big tree on the left-hand side as you're facing the stage, and he just dips his cookies into champagne, and he is enjoying himself as he watches most.
Can't
of us
get
dance.
better than that.
Can't get it.
But you did meet, or when you were younger and dating, you did dance a lot, both of you.
Oh, love
Yes.
dancing. Oh, we always loved dancing.
In Pismo Beach, they had a wonderful dance hall for teenagers, and it was a fun place.
Yeah.
They had a dance hall right downtown Pismo Beach, and a skating rink, and a restaurant across the street for everybody to hang out. It's a fun time for
Those days are
teenagers in
tight.
Pismo Beach back then.
Now we got Chuck E. Cheese or DJ DQ drive-through. That's the busiest place in town, right? I mean, I don't know. Have you ever done like businesses? Are you the guy that they would call in to put down marble floors, let's say?
I've done marble and granite.
Hard to
Also-
work with, heavy to work with.
Yeah, but I didn't get into it because it's too heavy. It takes a team
Okay.
to do that.
Tell me about how do you cut a piece of tile that's maybe 1.5 feet by a foot, and it has to be notched in. How do you cut that? Are there saws that cut that?
There's all kinds of diamond saws. Plus, you seem to use the portable
Oh, that
saw,
little
the hand.
yeah.
So we've learned here. I didn't have all those tools for years. I've learned most of this high-end stuff and things working with all that here, actually. And when I came here, I was going to retire and not do anything. And I've learned all these things here.
Afterwards.
But it's great because with those new tools we have, you can practically do anything by hand.
Okay, how can you put tiles up on a roof or on a
On a
ceiling?
ceiling?
On a ceiling without it falling down.
You have to go through the method. You have to put something up there that is stable. You have to put something up there and put it in with sand, let it dry so it's got something to bond to.
How about chicken wire?
No,
No?
no, I'm talking, well,
Wow.
yeah, you can put a cement up.
can put
Yeah,
it
you can put
underneath
a
it.
cement up there. Yeah, and as long as it's not going to come down and it's dry.
Yeah, and then as you're waiting for it not to come down, do you have to stand there with a tall hat on or something so it's supported from
You have to make sure whatever you do that it's going to stay put when you put it up there. A lot of your tile, when you install it, that's why you have a notch on trowels. That creates a suction.
Suction, yeah.
And that's what and if it's too heavy on ceilings, what you have to do is put it up. I put a lot of ceilings in with large tiles.
Really? I thought it was like a weird question. There
Wow,
are
that is-
tiles.
No.
sounds dangerous in an earthquake.
Yeah.
So what you have to do, I've learned, because I had one fall on my head, is you're got everything ready and you take a 2x4 or whatever it is for the height or whatever, and you get things right where you want it. You put it in there, and you have somebody else holding. They come over there and they stick a 2x4 or whatever there and crimp it. It made it
Wow.
stay there, and once it is there,
Wow.
it's part of the ceiling. It has to be a bond or whatever. This becomes part of that ceiling. So it's like everything else, foundation. So
So do they have fake stuff today? Or is there faux rock, faux tiles that are super light? Or I could go to
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the
yeah,
dollar.
the styrofoam thingy that you
We saw a thing from the Dollar Tree. They sell these fake, like
Oh, yeah.
styrofoam.
you just don't
tiles.
glue them.
Yeah, they have self-sticky stuff on the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the back plaque.
And I put some around the kitchen, and they
Yeah.
lasted a day. Yeah, until they got wet, they collapsed. And one of them hit me in the head, and it didn't hurt. Wow. Okay, so that is something I've just never. Yeah.
I have. When we go to your house, it's very color scheme
It's a
to
museum. A bright and
tiles
working
are-
museum.
are greenish. There's purple. There's gold. There is
Mirrors.
bluish. So what? And the cute thing is, there were like little tiny 1 by 1 inch white tiles, and Rochelle didn't really like it, so she painted them all gold. So what if tiles are, you cannot just say, yeah, I kind of don't like the color anymore, right? So you just have to live with it, right? You can't just go and exchange it very easily.
you could paint now with all the paints and everything they have today. And
Yeah.
actually in my house, I've had to do that on part of this stuff because you have to have a trim. On this base, you have a trim.
Uh-huh.
So, and I couldn't buy the trim in some of that.
Oh.
So what I had to do is bullnose them, which you've seen me
Yeah,
do.
which was another thing I was going to mention. Which
And
is
then you
amazing.
can take the color of that tile that you have, take it down to the store, and they will make you color that's almost matches.
Oh, a paint coloring. Your paint.
Paint, yeah, they'll color the paint. So you use enamel paint or your nail polish, all that
So
stuff.
yeah.
Enamel, that's what it is. And then you get somebody like Mike that can do it, and they paint just that edge.
Wow.
So yeah, so the stairwell and all of that. See, all of those edges around there are all bull-nosed because they had to be cut on a curve
Yeah.
and all that. And then he painted all of them.
Wow.
And I never did that at all in the old days at all. I just thought you just don't paint anything,
Right.
right? It'll come off.
Right.
Well,
It doesn't, huh?
if you got water situations like that but yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. You got to think out of the box. you want to do it.
So what is the advantage of having tiles? I know you actually have ceiling tiles in your kitchen, which I now think of. What is the advantage, Rochelle, for having tiles? Is it, to be the woman in the house being totally stereotypical, like the cleaning part, or that it is always
Yeah, are tiles hard to
shiny?
clean, keep clean?
What is the favorite part about having the tiles?
My favorite part is the way they look.
The look.
I like the way they
And
look.
you tell him where you want it to look good, right?
Right.
And then with that, if
And
you
pick the colors and all that.
is there any place in the house that's left that you can, or you kind of finished now, saying no? Because I know last year you had him do around your door going into your bedroom, right?
That was his idea.
Really?
That was his idea. He wanted to do that. He said that was his last hurrah.
All right.
Well, that was planned in the house.
Oh, there was
That
planned
was always
before.
planned to be done.
Just never did.
in his
It
mind,
was. Big
but it
project.
was.
It
And
takes
then
time.
How long did it take?
I don't know.
Well,
That was over a year ago.
yeah, the fireplace
It is.
a long time ago took almost a month of him working on
Oh,
it. almost every day.
the tiling around the fireplace is unbelievable because it's not that big of tiles. Well, some of them are. And Les, would you guesstimate maybe you've laid in your life maybe 500 tiles?
Well,
How about 500,000 or maybe 1 million? I mean, if you counted all the small ones, right?
No
it's
telling.
well over 1 million, right? There's got to be maybe multiple million. You had a penny for every tile you had ever laid, you'd have like $20,000. Because pennies aren't.
well, I'd say mostly in this trade and everything for me, the tile trade became more than just something that everybody had to have for showers or whatever it was and just looks. It became an art, really. It's something that was something you could go and do, and it was just unlimited. Whatever your imagination could come up with.
Wow.
And I worked with a lot of old timers over the years, and my old partner downside was really good. I thought he was a genius, but his idea of everything was there's nothing that's impossible.
Wow, great.
And so we just did things that other people wouldn't even touch.
You
and
did the showers and the kitchen in our house that we now own here in Brookings, and you did it 15 years ago. So when we had you come into the house, you'd kind of forgotten, and you said, "Well, but I did that work."
Yeah, that was
That shower is off the hook. We met the original, or not, one of the past owners, Jay, last week, who stopped by, and he said he calls that upstairs shower that we have the car wash. Because it sprays you from every angle you could possibly imagine. Rochelle, where do you get your ideas to have? He's such an exemplary artisan. And do you go through catalogs and books and the internet and you say, wow, that looks good? Because you've got a great taste for decoration.
I think it's more of things that we've seen, in Morocco and Spain. And that's really when I changed over to liking more exotic things, was going to Spain, because they had a lot of Moroccan things there. And it was the Alhambra, yes,
yeah.
all that. And then I started changing my Mexican decor in the little home that we had there in Grover Beach, changing it little bit by bit. And then when we moved up here, all the way, changed things.
Right. Even tile has its days, right? Because after you left the one house, was it Cove Beach or no?
Grover
Shell
Beach.
Beach.
Shell Beach.
Shell Beach, yes, Shell Beach. All this incredible work that was there, and then they tore a lot of it out, right?
They tore out everything that was exotic that I did there in the house.
Wow. They had no...
So it tells you that money and people's personal thing is what counts. So you can do whatever you want to do, but if somebody comes along,
doesn't like it.
so in that case, it's like location, location, location. And
Wow.
so that hurt,
Yeah.
but it was a good lesson.
Yeah.
So if you are really in need of something unique and different and wonderful, then reach out to me here at the station, and maybe one day you can meet Les and he'll give you some great ideas because he spent a lifetime doing it. And we know that, Rochelle, your job, we think it's all AI now, right? So
Right.
But you're retired. You retired very young. So you're fine.
Well, I did real estate for a few years after that,
There we
too.
go. Okay, gotcha. Rochelle and Les Odom, thank you for coming in today. Thanks for putting up with our game there, too. That was fun. It was different. It was our learning experience, right, Dr. G?
Yeah, it was really cool.
What do we have now? Thanks again to you, too, for coming in here.
Yes, we have
Fun Time Corner. Boom. All right, you got it. I'm going to switch over. You start saying some of your quotes.
Okay, I have good quotes. Yeah.
You got quotes
A
out
stenographer.
Oh, sorry. No,
a stenographer writes the heartbeat of the spoken word into strokes of silence. That's so deep. I don't even understand.
Yeah, that's about a stenographer. Okay, how about another one?
Where the tongue falters, the stenographer's keys preserve the truth.
Where the tongue falters, the stenographer's keys tell the truth. All right, 2 slices of bread, recently got married, and the ceremony was going quite well until someone decided to toast the bride and groom. Oh, man. Yeah.
You got it. That's a good one.
Yeah, okay, so finally. Okay, go ahead.
A friend of mine tells me that I talk in shorthand and then I smudge it. That's from J.R.R. Tolkien.
All right. I got fired from the banana factory finally. I kept throwing away the bent ones.
Okay.
I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm all clean now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, here is a quote for Rochelle because she did type 200 words per minute. Stenography, because typing 200 words per minute is not just a skill, it's a superpower.
Oh, my.
Wow, how? That one is pretty good, okay?
I translate legal chaos into English. What's your superpower? That's the stenographer.
What do people always overlook, including Tylers and stenographers? What do they always over? They overlook their noses. Whoa, okay. I went to a Midwestern cafe recently and I asked the waitress what was good, and she recommended the beef tongue sandwich. And I said, yuck, never for me. I'm not going to eat anything that comes out of an animal's mouth. Well, the waitress shrugged and she said, how about some eggs? Hey, if your coffee tastes like mud, it's probably fresh ground.
Oh.
Okay, something what you said about being dead. When you're dead, you don't know it. It's only painful to others. The same thing is true if you're stupid. All right, you got one more?
Somebody said, my steno machine does not make mistakes, Your Honor. However, it definitely does. So now you can put the emphasis differently.
Okay, great. Dr. Gigi keeps advising me that I need to drink less, sleep more, and eat healthy and practice yoga every day. So you're hearing it right here, right now, from this day on. As a big change in my life, I'm no longer going to see Dr. Gigi.
Okay, I have one more.
Okay. Well,
being a stenographer is easy. It's exactly like riding a bike, except for the bike is on fire, you're blindfolded, and the bike is actually 22 keyboard that speaks in phonetic chords.
Oh, there it is. There's 22 keys on it. Okay.
And that's what I guessed, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
very good.
I used to be schizophrenic, but we are all right now. All of us are all right. Okay.
Well, guess what? All right.
What happened?
We're done. Everybody, you have been, well, thank you, the Odoms, for coming to the show.
Yeah,
You have been listening to Doc and Jacques on KCIW 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon. We hope you enjoyed our show as much as we have.
Doctor, there's a nudist convention in town next week. You should go if you've got nothing going on. Okay, I don't know. I'm not.
Indeed, you say
yes.
peace and prosperity.
Peace and prosperity, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Les and Rochelle, we really appreciate you coming in. It's been a good show.
Thank you. And
Tony Durso's up next.
Durso is up next.
Talk to everybody next week. Thanks, Tony.
Goodbye.